So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Churchill's Boxing Gym and Ace Roofing. And with me now, I've got Tyrone Buttigieg. How you doing, Tyrone?
How are you, mate? I'm good. And you?
Oh, great to have you on, mate. Great to have you on. Gibraltar's only pro boxer.
Well, I can clarify that a bit. I'm the only professional boxer who lives in Gibraltar.
Right.
However, there is another lad who was raised in Gibraltar from Moroccan origins, who's currently boxing in Mexico as a pro.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah. But living in Gibraltar, I'm the only one.
Blimey.
Okay.
So, quite a title, though.
Yeah, definitely. I can also say I am the only Gibraltarian who the public of Gibraltar has watched Box Pro live.
Yeah.
Because Tarek, the lad I've just mentioned, has only boxed in Mexico, so he hasn't been seen by the local fans here. And my childhood coach who taught me how to box, Ernest Victory, he also boxed in UK many months ago. So they haven't been seen by the locals here. I have been the only one who have been seen by the Gibraltar fans.
That must have been quite a proud moment then.
Yeah, definitely. The atmosphere 2 weekends ago, it was magical. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, before we get into that, we'll go back to the beginning. When did it all begin? When did you get into boxing? Where did it all start?
It started at 12 years old. At 12 years old, I started boxing. I started going up to train to at the time, the only boxing club in Gibraltar. This called the Gibraltar Boxing Club, which is managed by the Gibraltar Boxing Association. So I started training there when I was 12 years old. As I remember doing my amateur debut when I was 15 years old. There's a boxing selection that they brought over from the Yorkshire, I remember.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I boxed a lad called Jackson Winders, and I lost. I lost my first bout. And stoppage on the third round. I was dead, very tired, very nervous. Came out rushing too fast. I hadn't eaten anything the whole day, and it definitely paid the price. But it was definitely a good experience, which definitely helped me later on in my other upcoming fights.
Yeah, surely that must have been quite difficult then. So you've kind of geared yourself up, ready to fight, and you lose your first amateur fight. How did you feel after that? Did you think, I want to get back in there and put this right, or did you question yourself?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, obviously, I was 15 years old. It was a packed a small arena of like 800 to 1,000 people. In Gibraltar, everyone knows each other, and you know that boxing can be a sport where sometimes your ego comes into play. So there was a lot of pressure for me, and obviously I didn't perform. The nerves got to me. The nerves, the adrenaline. To be fair, I'd say I wasn't guided properly on how to control those feelings, those nerves, and definitely, yeah, I lost, and I remember being gutted at the time. But I'm the type of person who never gives up, who's determined, and that only helps me to get better and improve, and that's definitely what happened.
Yeah, definitely, because it's make or break, isn't it? For some people, it can be. You know, you're at such a young age as well. I know there's boxers going in at even younger ages, but 15 is quite a difficult age in realizing who you are as a person anyway, as a teenager, because you're kind of on the brink of having to, leave school as well. It's coming up towards that age. So there's a lot going on as a 15-year-old lad, isn't there? And
definitely. It was, I remember the date was 3rd of July. I think it was 2008 or 2007, and I had just finished my GCSEs.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So it really was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I definitely did learn from that fight, because the fight on my second bout a few months later, which was in Spain, not in Gibraltar, I won by TKO in the second round. And I remember being very composed and very relaxed, remembering that I couldn't rush my work, and that boxing is a sport where you win in amateur over 3 rounds. You don't win on the first round. And I definitely learned 100%.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Because amateur, as you have probably learned now, the change from amateur to pro is such a major change, isn't it? You know, amateur, you're sort of precision punching for points. You know, it's a very technical, quick, because you know you only have 3 rounds, like you were saying. Where your pro fights, there's more to the game, isn't there? You know, it depends what style you have as to whether you suit pro or not, because some people don't turn pro at all, do they? So yeah, 24 amateur fights down the line. How many did you win out of your 24? Can you remember?
Yeah, I've got 19 official wins.
Oh wow.
19. Yeah, I have to say as well that in the 5 losses that I have, I'd say that most of them are controversial.
Right, okay.
You know how boxing works. You know,
yes.
boxing has a very old and for in my opinion outdated scoring system where you simply have 3 men or 5 men or women giving their opinion or their perception on how they see the fight. You know what I mean? And me, on my personal opinion, the result of a sporting event shouldn't be dependent on the interpretation or the opinion of certain individuals and should be recorded using technology. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it?
Yes.
Because as I know, you're a boxing fan as well as being a boxer as well. It can be so frustrating watching a fight, you know, and you're cheering on your guy or just enjoying the fight, and then you get to the end of the 10 or 12 rounds or whatever, and you go, how did they come out with that score?
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like, I'm no expert. I'm the same as a judge, really. You know, they're giving you a perception of a fight. I rate a fight like you judge a fight and all the rest of it, and you kind of get to the end of it and you scratch your head and you think, where did that come from?
The
I totally don't.
The thing is, in my opinion, the thing is that some judges might like more aggressive style. Some judges might like a more defensive style, more tactical.
Yeah.
But I think it just cannot be a question of what the judge likes. I think you should be able to go into the ring knowing what you have to do, regardless of what judge there is. And I think it should be simply based on most clear punches landed. It's either that or a knockout. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't really matter if I am the aggressor or I am boxing in a more defensive manner. If I am landing more punches clean in the scoring zone than you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no one is really recording exactly those punches, or maybe the TV, the CompuBox is recording it, but they don't use it for scoring.
No, it's used as statistic as opposed to
It doesn't influence.
This is what you're gonna come up against now, Tyrone. You know, going from the amateur game to the pros. Obviously, got off to a great start in the pros.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
How do you feel?
I'm still buzzing, to be fair. It was a really good, really good night of boxing. I enjoyed it. I think all my friends, family, and the local boxing supporters who traveled over the border to go and watch us, they enjoyed it as well. I've had a lot of positive feedback from the community as such and in general. And yeah, I'm quite happy, to be fair. I'm also quite happy with my performance on the night, because I believe I had the perfect, or nearly the perfect debut anyone could have. I've just needed the stoppage to put the icing on the cake. But the guy, to be fair, was quite durable. So it was difficult. I knew it was going to be difficult to stop him, because I had looked at his record and his bouts. And although he had quite a number of losses, but he hardly ever has been stopped. And I went to the fight knowing that. So, but other than that, quite happy with the result and the performance overall.
Don't be too hard on yourself, mate.
I'm a person that I'm realistic.
You aim high though as well, don't you?
Yeah,
you go in with a high bar and you're, you know, what you want to achieve out of it, don't you? What you aim to get out of it. And I just think, especially for your first fight, so much pressure, isn't there, to get off to that winning start and just to get rolling, isn't it? Get rolling, and you've done it. And it was a great performance as well. and you just think that your mindset is now going to be, when's my next fight?
Yeah,
Because that's
100%.
how boxers work, isn't it? You want to keep hungry, keep active. You want to get going. When do you want to look to get back out again?
Listen, if it was for me, I'll be out next month again. I've had a week or just over a week where I've been relaxing, slowed down the training, and this week I'm stepping up the training up again. I just want to stay ready for anything that comes, or anything that arises. I know that my manager and my coach are in talks with other promoters who who make events down the coast here in the Costa del Sol in Spain, southern Spain. And so we're trying to get in. We're gonna try and get something for next month. If that doesn't get if that doesn't happen, we're looking to make another event. My manager's looking to make another event on June. So I hope or expect to be out the latest in June. If I'm out next month, even better. But the latest I expect to be out is June again.
Yeah, because like you were saying, obviously, it's very difficult where you're living in Gibraltar. It's very difficult for events and that sort of thing. Obviously, we saw the big event with White and Povetkin, which was probably amazing for your country
100%.
to put you on the map, to have such a
Yeah.
big event. And to be fair, it looks stunning over there, Tyrone. I'm not going to lie. It looked
Yeah,
amazing.
it's like Britain in the sun. It's got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it looked amazing, and what an event it was as well. And hopefully we'll get to see more of that sort of thing happening. And maybe one day, who knows, you'll be headlining the Gibraltar card.
No, who knows, for the British title, no?
That's what it's all about, mate.
That's the dream, no?
Is that one of your dreams?
That would be. I'd be quite satisfied with that. Definitely, coming from Gibraltar, from a place where no boxer has actually been successful at a professional level, neither at an amateur level.
Yeah.
Just to accomplish the title of Great Britain. Well, it's not a world title, it's not European, but I think it's quite an achievement. Many great boxers who have come out from the UK have won the Lonsdale belt, the British title, prior to accomplishing great things.
So what's you look at? You're talking about boxers in the UK and that sort of thing. Is there anyone that you look at the moment you like to watch? Is there anyone in particular?
At the moment, I remember liking Amir Khan a lot.
Yeah.
Because of the speed. I used to like Ricky Hatton a lot.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
He's very. He was
exciting to watch. He was exciting to watch. He brought a lot of fans and entertainment to the table as well. I was really gutted. I remember when he lost versus Mayweather and versus Pacquiao. Even though I later became a huge fan of Mayweather.
Yeah.
But yeah, those two probably, and Tyson Fury. For now, at the moment, Tyson Fury for me is number one at the moment. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It's devastating that we were hoping to see Fury Usyk, obviously. Obviously one of the biggest. Well, for me, the biggest heavyweight fight out there at the moment. Who would you think would win that fight? Because it's a tough one.
Okay, yeah, it's a tough. Usyk is very, very good. He has a very good ring IQ, very smart fighter. A lot of amateur experience, been there, done it all over. But I have to say that obviously in my opinion, Fury would beat him quite easily. I think.
Yeah.
Because of the size difference.
Yeah, and that's
Fury's an animal. He's no joke.
Yeah.
No matter, I don't think that the ring IQ of Usyk is going to be enough to upset or cause any trouble to
I think it's the size as well, isn't it, Tyrone?
Yeah.
When you look at the size of Fury, he just knows how to use his body. He knows how to use his strength, his weight advantage. He makes it difficult, doesn't he? And there's some massive fights this year. Massive fights coming up. And do you get a lot of it over in Gibraltar? Do you get all the fights shown over there?
Yeah, usually, They tell like we get them here on TV as well. It's loads of people tune in to watch those type of fights.
Yeah. Well, as I say, let's hope one day.
Yeah, let's see. We'll see. When they did the Rumble in the Rock, the White versus Povetkin, the event was packed. It was sold out, and there was no local boxers competing. You imagine if there were locals competing in an event like that?
Yeah. Well, this is where you got to reach out your hand to these Eddie Hearns and Frank
Yeah,
Warrens
Eddie
of the
Hearn,
world.
Ben Shalom, Frank Warren.
Yeah.
The
Ben's
Three
doing
Top
some
Boys.
fantastic work now.
Yeah.
Brilliant work. And
Yeah, since Eddie left Sky Sports and went with the Zone, obviously Ben Shalom is doing some good work as well with Sky Sports.
yeah, definitely. Well, one day
we'll hope.
Well, yeah, as I say, keep us updated. If any fights ever get televised, that we get the chance to have a link or anything like that. I know the UK fans would love to watch you live and get to grasp who you are for themselves.
Yep.
And keep in touch, mate, Tyrone. It's been lovely having you on, mate.
Definitely, mate. If at any moment I get a televised show, I'll happily give you the link so that you can broadcast it or share it. And
we'll share it everywhere, mate.
Thanks for your time, and thanks for the exposure as well.
No problem at all. You're an absolute star. And as I say, talking to you the last couple of days, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
Thank you. My pleasure as well.
Problem. And as I say, make sure you check out Tyrone. He's on his socials as well. He's on Facebook, and you've got Instagram as well, haven't you, Tyrone? Yeah. Do you want to let them know what your username?
Yeah, it's Tyrone, spelled here, Tyrone, Buttigieg, which is Buttigieg. Tyrone Buttigieg.
So find Tyrone on his social sites, and give him your support. He's a great guy. One win under his belt already, and the future looks bright for Tyrone. So Tyrone, thank you very much. Everyone, make sure you hit the subscribe button and check out the rest of the content, and we'll see you soon. Take care, Tyrone. Thank you.
Thanks.